Okay, so welcome to the case 3 of simultaneous equation. This is indices leading to simultaneous equation, and we have a question like this. So what do we do? What are the following steps? Now, in indices, these are what you have to note. In indices, we change the power. Look at this one, the power plus to times. That's what we do. And we change the power minus to divide. That's what we do. It's very important to note that. The power plus to times and the power minus to divide. So if this is said, let's deal with the first one. From the first one, I'm having 3x here. This is already balanced. Minus. Here, I'm having all of this. So I will change it into having 2 raised to the power of 2. Now, how did I get this one? From this point, 2y plus 2. It came from this point here. 2y times 2 raised this same 2. First is this, and then this and this, like this. I do that again. 2 raised to the power of y. If you are removing it from this indices form, you take it like this first. That's 2 raised to the power of y. This is it. And then this same 2 and this one like this. 2 raised to the power of 2. This is it. Where you change this plus to times. Yeah. So what do I know here? I have that this becomes this. So I have 2y here times this one will give me, remember that this is equal to 49. I'm dealing with the first one. Then this will give us 4 equals to 49. Here. So what do we know here now? If I go further to take this value like this, I will have it as this: 3x minus 4 into bracket 2y equals to 49. So from this point, what do I do here from this point? I know that we can say let 3x be equals to a and 2y be equals to b. So this is the first thing we'll do. So that means that if I see 3x here, now I'll put a there. So I have a minus 4b, or will give us 49. This becomes my equation 1. This is how you solve this. This becomes my equation 1. Now, go over to this one, this next one, this one here. So we have 2y minus 3x minus 2 will give us minus 1. So observe that a is starting this from the beginning. Look at this. This is x and this is y. That means that we have to interchange the variable. But hold on. Let's deal with this one first. So from here, this is already balanced. So this is what I'm changing now. So I said this to this, and then this to this. This one would tend to divide. So I'll have 3x all over 3 raised to the power of 2. That's what we are having. Then this will give us minus 1. So remember, please, I said this one, that this one first, divide. This one minus returns to divide. So divided by this one next. So this is what we have here. So at this point, I will now have that 2y minus 3x here will give us 9. This will give us minus 1 here. So what do I know now going further from this point? I can say remember, we say let 2 raised to the power of y be b. So this one will be b. Why 3 raised to the power of x be a? Don't forget that. So we say 3 raised to the power of x here be a, and then 2 raised to the power of y be b. That's what you use all through. So here, I'll put b here. So b is starting this one. So b, this is what we have there, b minus, so here will be here over 9 to give us minus 1. So we have to balance it. Make this one a fraction, make this one a fraction. So I'll have 9 all through. So if I have 9 as my LCM here, this one will give us 9b minus this will give us a, then this will give us minus 9. So I don't need this one again because of this equal to. So what do I do now? I'll take 9b out minus a to give us minus 9 as my equation 2. So from here, we have a and b. So now watch this. Want to combine both equation. Combine both equation. Combine both equation. So I have the first one, which is a minus 4b equals to 49 as my equation 1. Now observe this. A should be starting this. So I'll bring the a forward. So minus a, please. Minus a plus, this is 9b. Then that will give us minus 9 as my equation 2 here. So from this point, what do I do going further from this point? We know that since we have these two now, and then these are the same. Remember, we say if you want to get b, you must make a and its coefficient the same. That's the coefficient of a the same. Or if you want to get a, you make sure that the coefficient of b becomes the same number. So this is 4 and 9. So they are both different variables. So what do? This a and a is already balanced here. So I will rule a straight line here. This plus a minus a can cancel out. This will give us 0. So I have minus 4 plus this. That will give us 5b. So I have 5b here equals to, I have 49 minus 9 there. I have it as 40. So divide here by 5. Divide here by 5. This takes care of this. B becomes 8. So I've gotten my B. We are not done yet. So let me get A. So I will say put B equals to 8 into any equation you like. So let's use equation 1, any equation you like. So A minus 4B will give us 49. So anywhere I see B, I'll put 8. So this becomes into bracket 8 will give me 49. A will give me 32. 49 here. A will give me 49 plus 32 here. A will give me 81 here. So I've gotten A and B. But finally, this is not where we stop. We will have to go over the point where we say, let a particular value be a particular value. So we'll go back to this point here, where we say recall that we say 3x should be equals to A, rule a line like this, and we say 2y will be equals to B. So anywhere, observe that my A here is 81. So anywhere I see A, I'll put 81 there. This is my 81. Now my B, what's my B here? We know that my B there is 8, so I'll put 8 here. So how do I do this one? I have to change this one into indices form. How do I break this one into indices? This is 3 raised to the power of this is 3 raised to the power of x. Why this is 81? So this is telling you that you can break this one into a value that will give us power. So 3 raised to the power of 4 gives us 81. So I'll write 3x here to give us 4 here. Why 2y here? This one is 2 raised to the power of 3. That means how many 2 can you multiply in any number that will give you 8? So we can multiply 2 in 3 places to give you 8. So this is it. From here now, this takes care of this. X here becomes 4. And this takes care of this. Y here becomes 3. So therefore, the value of my x is 4, the value of my y is 3. This is how this is solved going further. Thank you. So welcome to the next question here. So we have this. Now in this case now, this x is power 1. Why this one here becomes x to the power 1, but it's multiplied by y. So in this case, you can choose to use whatever you want to use. You can start from equation 1, you can start from equation 2, as you please. As you please. So now I want to use equation 2. So solution, I'm starting from equation 2. So I'll say from equation 2, starting from equation 2. So I have xy. You can use any equation you please, guys. So here, I want to make y, sum of the formula now, divided by x, divided by x. So when this cancels this, y becomes 6/3. So here becomes my equation 3. Next up here, I will now say put y equals to, or put equation 3. Let's put this one. Put equation 3 into equation 1. Remember, I did not use equation 1 to do anything. So it's up to you. So copy that out. So I'll have 2x minus 5y to give me this here. So from this point, so we know that we made y, sum of the formula here. So I'll have that 5 into bracket 6. This is x, please. I don't know why I'm putting 3. X, please. X, please. This is x. So here will give me 7. I have 2x here. This can only divide this. While in multiplying, you can only multiply like this. If you are dividing, you divide like this. If you are multiplying, you multiply like this. So please watch that. So this cannot divide. 5 cannot divide this. This cannot divide this. So here I'm having 30x to give me 7. So here I can find my LCM. What's my LCM here? My LCM is x. So I will use this x to multiply all sides now. So I have 2x over 1 minus x here, 30 over x. Then that will give us x, 7/1. So this cannot divide this actually. So this can only multiply this. This will give us 2x squared. Please, that's what I have here. 2x squared, please. Minus, this can cancel this. This x can cancel x here. I'm having 30 here. Then this will give us 7x here. I'll have that 2x squared here. Taking that x squared first, and then I have 30 here. All gives me this value. From here, we know to do that, if you multiply this one, this will give us 60. So what do we multiply? What would be the factor of 60 and 7? So just take 60 somewhere. How do I get 60? 2 and this. So 60 somewhere, divide it by the smallest number first. This is 30. 2 can go 15. 3 can go. This is 5. 5 can go. This is 1. So let's use this one now. How do we get 7 from here? Please watch this. Watch this. If I do this and this, that is 4 times 3 will give us 12. 12 minus this one will give us 7. Am I correct? But this is minus 60. How do we get minus 60? So 12 times 5 will give us 60. But how do we get minus 60? It's always for the big number. So the big number is what will carry the minus, while the smallest number will carry the plus. So that if I want to get minus 7, the center, that will give us minus 7 plus 5. You will throw away this one. If you are getting the sum, throw away these times. So here will give us minus 60, while here will give us minus 7. So I'm using this one. This is what I'm using. Minus 12 and 5. So now this is in trinomial form. I want to take the quadratic 4. So I will say 2x squared. I will not write this one again. I will write that 12 and then the 5. Okay, this is plus. That is giving me 7. So here becomes 4 now. So bracket this one like this. What is common here is 2x. 2 can go here, 2 can go here. X is here, x is here. So this cancels this one now. I'm having x here minus. This cancels this one. I'm having just 6 here plus. What is common here is 5. So this bracket is the same thing. You are supposed to have the same bracket with the second one. So just take this one and put it here. I'm having this. That's what I'm having. All equals to this. So from this point now, I have 2x plus 5. Take the outside one or take the bracket first. Any one you like, you are correct. So I'm having this all equals to this. So here, 2x plus 5 will give me 0, or x minus 6 will give me 0 here. I know to do. Here, we know that I'm looking for x. So 2x here. If I take this one over here. All right, welcome to number 3. So number 3 is 3x raised to the power of this minus xy equals to this. 2y minus this equals to this. Already I told you that you ignore the one with x. So the first equation here is having power x here, where x is power 2. So this is not called a linear question. This is a linear question. This is where x is power 1. When x is power 1, it's called a linear function there. So what do we do here? Solution. So step one, leave this one, deal with this one. So from equation 2, I have 2y minus this to give me this. So make anyone subject of the formula as you please. So I want to make y sum of the formula. So I will say 2y here. Take this one over to this one. So I have this plus 5x here. So I want to make y sum of the formula, not 2y. Y, please. So here we divide here by 2. We divide here by 2 so that this cancels this. So we now have that y becomes what here? 1 plus 5x all over 2. So here becomes my equation 3. So from this point now, what do I know to do? I will now say put equation 3, because I have not used equation 1 to do anything now. Put equation 3 into equation 1. So copy equation 1 out. I have this value, all squared, this value, all this. This is what I have. So in this case, anywhere I see y now, I will introduce this one there. So this is x. Bring x down, minus x first, then into brackets, because I have my y to be this one. So this is y now. I'll put it as 1 plus 5x all over 2 down here. So everything must give you 0. So this is how you do it. So first, I'll bring this one down, minus. So this one is to multiply the numerator. Why this one is to divide this, but this cannot, x cannot divide 2, 2 cannot divide x. So in multiplying, the multiplication only affects the numerator, not the denominator, please. So this times this one, I'm having 1x or x, any one you like. Minus times plus, here is minus. This times this one here, I'm having 5x squared. So all over this 2 equals to 0. Don't forget that. Very important. Don't forget what I just did. X times 1 is 1x, minus times this is minus, x times this one is this over 2. So you see, this x is not affecting this. Don't forget, they can only divide, they cannot affect. So when you are multiplying, it will affect the numerator. Please don't forget that. From this point now, I will make a point where I can find my LCM. Find my LCM here. So what is my LCM here now? My LCM is 2. So this is my LCM here is 2. So do you know that I can multiply every side by 2? It's correct as saying that my LCM here is 2. 1 and 2 is 2. 2 times this one is still the same thing. So I want to multiply all the side by 2. So I'll have that 2 into bracket all of this one now. So 3x squared over 1 minus all of this one now. I'll put 2 here into bracket. So minus, okay. So this value, 5x squared, then over 2 like this. All of this one becomes 2 into bracket 0 over 1. So this is what I'm having here. When this cancels this, we are having here to be 2. So 2 times this one now, I'm having 6x squared. So minus, this 2 cancels this 2. So this one, when you open the bracket, remember when we open the bracket, this is what we have. So don't change this one again to plus, please. So this will give us 1x minus 5x squared. This one cancels this one. It's 2 times 0 will still give you 0. So from this point, I have that 6x squared minus this one. That is 6x squared minus 5. I will have it as 1x squared or x squared. It's up to you. So I have this as this. This will give me this here. So from this point now, if you check, we know that something is common here. 1x is common. So I can bring out x out. X cancels this one. We are having 1x there. So I have x minus this cancels this. I'm having just 1 here. So all of this becomes this. So therefore, x will become equals to 0 first, because we need to get to value of x. Or this one, x minus 1 to give us 0 here. Remember, our x is 0 here. Or this one, if you take this one here, I'm having x to be 1. So therefore, x here is 0, comma 1 here. So since I have x to be 0 and 1, that means I will have the value of y to be what? 2, value 2. Don't forget what we say the value of y is. The value of y is 1 plus 5x. So what do we know to do? first, anywhere we have x first, the first one is 0. I'll put 0 here, divided by 2. So this will give us 1 plus, here is 0 over 2, and here is 1 over. If we do the next one, we know that x is 5, and x is 1, sorry. So y here will give us 1 plus 5 times this will give us this over this. So y here will give us 6 over 2. Y will give us 3. So I have x to be 0 and 1. Then this is y to be all of that. This is how you solve something like this. See you in the next class. So here is the next question, which is number 2 of what we want to do. Now, we know that I told you that if you are solving a linear is when x is power 1 with this one, our concern is first step is to identify the linear question, that is where x is power 1, and make either x or y subject of the formula. Then we now apply substitution method. In this kind of simultaneous equation, we must learn to apply substitution method. You cannot apply elimination method here. You can't. It's only substitution method you apply here. So what do I do now? I'll say solution from equation 1. From equation 1, I have that x plus 2y. This will give me this. So I can make x, because x is without a number, it's easy to make. So x now becomes 1 minus 2y here. So from this case now, here becomes my equation 3. So I will now see, put equation 3 now, this one, into equation 1. Remember, we have not used equation 1 for anything. First step is to identify the linear equation where x is raised to the power of 1. Use that one and form a quadratic and make x or y sum of the formula. Then you now use that, what you have made sum of the formula, you now substitute it into the one with x. This one, x is power 2. So anywhere you see x, you put it here. If it is y you made sum of the formula here, you put it here. So please don't forget. So I will copy equation 1 out. This is x squared minus 4y squared equals to 1. Please note that this is my equation 1 and this is my equation 2. So here it's supposed to be from equation 2, please. From equation 2, make x above the formula or make y. It's up to you. So here, anywhere I see x now, because it's x we made, anywhere I see x now, I'll put this one. So here is x now, I'll put 1 minus 2y all squared. Please, this one is having square. Then minus 4y squared. This will give us this. So what do I know now? Expand this one now. This will give us 2y, first bracket, 2y, next bracket, minus 4y squared. All this gives me this. Expand this bracket, expand the bracket, expand bracket here. Expand bracket, please. Double R. Expand bracket, double R. 1 times 1 here is 1. Minus 1 times this one will give me 2y. Come to this one minus. This will give us 2y. Minus times minus is plus. 2y, 2y here will give us 4y squared. Then minus 4y squared. Then equals to 9. This is what I'm having here. So from this point, dealing with this, so I have 1 minus 2y will give us minus 4y. Then plus 4y squared. Then minus 4y squared. This will give us 9 here. So observe that plus 4y squared can cancel minus 4y squared. That means plus 4 minus 4 is 0. We don't need that. So here now, I have 1 minus 4y. That will give me 9 here. So take this one over here. I'll have 4y here to give me 9 minus 1 here. So minus 4y here will give me 8. So divide here by minus 4. Divide here by minus 4. This can cancel. Here becomes minus 2. So I've gotten this. So remember I told you in the first question that if you have the value of y to be 2, x will be 2. You get value for x to be 2. If you have the value of x to be 2, you must definitely get the value of y to be 2. In this case now, y is 1. So I can get the value of x to be 1. Don't forget that. So since y is 1 here now, we can now say recall to get our x now. Recall that we say let x be this one. So 1 minus 2y. That's what we said. So anyway, you see y now, you put that. So x here now becomes 1 minus 2 into bracket minus 2 because y is minus 2 here. So x here will give us 1 minus, this minus affects this one. 2 times 2 is 4. So x here becomes 5. This is how you solve this question. They are very simple. Please share this and tell this to your friends, your sisters, your colleagues, your church, your mocks. Tell it to everybody for Jamb, for Post-Utme students, for this forthcoming GC, and going further. See you in the next class.